guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. My name's Michael. I go by Mr. MBB333 here on YouTube. I'm an image analyst. I've done work for the History Channel's Ancient Aliens, analyzing video footage of mysterious objects in the sky from South America, to be specific. What we're going to look at in this video is the incident that occurred 3 nights ago out in D.C. We're going to take a closer look at this situation. I'm going to show you guys some things that you may not know, and I'm also going to give you a very up-close look at what came through the sky on the night of October 13th. I want to start off by showing you guys a list of objects that have been seen falling from the sky over here at the American Meteor Society. This website is the leading website for reports of meteors and various things that are spotted in the nighttime sky around the world, to be honest. What occurred out in D.C. on the night of October 13th didn't even make the list. There were no reports over here at the American Meteor Society. And again, this is probably the most popular reporting place in the world. I want to take you guys to Washington, D.C. I want to analyze some of the footage that I've seen. I'm going to take you guys in real close. And we're also going to analyze the flight path of a helicopter that was airborne for an extended period of time following this incident. Here we go. The first videos from a ring camera in Baltimore, Maryland. That was at original speed, and you could tell because the flag's moving very casually in the wind. This thing came down at a furious pace, several thousand miles per hour, that was going down towards the ground. And here's another view of that object that was moving extremely fast, appearing to go towards the ground. You can see it disappear behind the trees right there at a very fast pace. I don't think that had humans on it because the G-force would have been extremely strong. Probably way too strong for humans. Here's a slowed down version of the video you just saw. I'm going to zoom in. We're going to take a look at this object, whatever it was, in different formats, trying to pull forward any other features that may have been visible. You can see what looks like a bar light moving through the sky with some sort of a larger blinking light on the back of it. They all appeared to be white. And you can see it slowly, this is in slow motion, disappear behind the trees, but you can still see the object going down towards the ground at a very steep angle. If that were an airplane, it more than likely would have been cruising on through the sky like that, not diving down super steep behind the tree line over there. So that was a slowed down version of the object. You can see it right there, getting very low to the ground behind those tall trees. Again, this was captured on a ring camera at 9:43 p.m. on the night of October 13th from Baltimore, Maryland. Now I want to take you guys to the skies of North Carolina. Apparently there was something seen in the sky above North Carolina that really got people's attention, and I'd like to offer an explanation as to what this was. I've seen this many, many times. This is a parachute canopy right here. This is a parachutist with pyrotechnics on his boots, on both boots that are emitting sparks as he's flying through the sky. See the sparks start to come off of his boots? I've seen this many, many times. Those are called parachute pyrotechnics, and they're coming off the boots of the guy that's jumped out of the airplane, and that's the canopy of the parachute. So when you see those kind of unexpectedly, they do take you by surprise. I remember the first time I saw those many, many years ago. It was quite captivating until I figured out what it was, and then it made sense. So that wasn't anything ominous or unexplainable. That was simply a parachutist. I want to show you guys something else that involves this situation out here in Washington, D.C. was the flight pattern of the helicopter on the night of October 13th. There were several flight patterns, and let me explain something about the helicopter that flies around this area. This helicopter makes rounds above the Washington Monument, downtown Washington, Capitol Hill, the White House, as you can see right here in this flight pattern that occurred on the night of October 15th from 1:02 a.m. to 2:35 a.m. And let me back this out and show you exactly what the helicopter was up to on this night at this time. It was making patrols above the White House for whatever reasons. That's where it was sent. Normally it flies all around this area. Once again, checking on everything over here. You can look at the flight patterns every 2 to 3 hours. But for some reason, on the night of October 14th, there was one rogue mission right at exactly an hour and 8 minutes from 1:57 a.m. to 3:05 a.m. And here's where the helicopter went. It had nothing to do with the Capitol, the White House, the Washington Monument. The helicopter flew way over here, several miles away from the Capitol. Look where it was at. And again, this flight pattern was just hours after this was spotted in the sky in the area. The helicopter, for whatever reason, flew out here in the middle of nowhere, and I'm going to show you exactly where this is at on Google Earth. There's nothing out here that would involve a routine security mission. Here's the location, right here. Notice the highway. Notice the highway, the 301. This is the 301. The helicopter is circling above this remote area right here and circled above that location for the better part of an hour, right here. So that tells me that whatever this was that came down through the sky that several people saw, several people heard, quite possibly landed in this area right here on the east side of the 301 in a fairly remote area. Yeah, there's some houses in this area, not far from where the helicopter was circling, but primarily above trees. Whoever lives here in this area should have heard something. This is being kept pretty quiet. Again, it didn't even make it to the American Meteor Society. I'm not quite sure what people saw. And now I want to take you guys in for a close look at 3 still images that I took from the video, and I enhanced these images. I zoomed in as close as I could without compromising too much of the clarity. Here's a close-up view of the object that was spotted on a ring cam, very close to the ground, appearing to dive directly towards the ground. This is an inverted format. Light is dark, dark is light. There you go. There's a good look at that thing. Here's another decent look. Again, it was hard to tell what was going on over there. This is image number 2. These are in order as it's going through the sky in slow motion. Here's another look at the object, whatever it was. This is image number 2. There's a decent look at it right there. It's difficult to tell what it was. And here's image number 3. Once again, these are in order as the thing was flying through the sky. Here's another look at it in an inverted format. This is also an inverted format. Light is dark, dark is light. It's got kind of a weird shape to it, but that's what came through the sky. That's what stirred all of the activity on the night of October 13th of 2024 above Washington, D.C. And here's that helicopter that everybody was talking about. The flight patterns that I saw in the videos earlier were routine flight patterns that the helicopter makes quite frequently above the Capitol. This is not routine. For this helicopter to fly way out here, away from the Capitol, that's way over here, there was something going on out here that it was checking on. And again, this was just a few hours after the object was spotted in the sky. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.